Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 18 of the Crash Pad Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Tyler Crash, and today I have an episode for you that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. Me and referee Lee Canfield have talked about it for about a year now, doing a referee roundtable, and it did not go as planned, but it couldn't have turned out better. I'm joined by referee Lee, Kent Klausner, and Tony Stabile, and we had a blast filming and recording for this at Full Throttle Pro Wrestling. I can't even begin to explain to you the shenanigans that goes on in this episode, so without further ado, here is episode 18, the first installment of Referee Roundtable. So, Crash Pad Podcast.
Crash Pad.
Here with
Crash Pad.
the Referees Roundtable.
Referee Roundtable.
Jesus Christ, shut
What?
the fuck up.
Oh, it wasn't my turn to talk yet?
No,
Oh, okay.
we might not let you
I'll
talk
wait.
at all.
Oh, okay, no, you go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you talk.
Here with,
Tony's an hour too.
yeah. Well, here with Kent Klausner.
That was a pretty good intro.
Tony
Kent
Stabile.
Kent
Klausner.
Am I saying that right?
German, yes.
Kent, K-E-N-T, Kent.
Klausner?
I'm saying that right?
Kent.
Is that right?
Klaus.
Guest
it-
referee.
like the fish.
Is
Kent
it? Do we say
Klausner.
it like Klausner?
Klausner.
Klausner.
Just really angry in German. And then,
Okay.
of course, senior official Lee Canfield.
I gotta stress the point for senior
Senior.
official Lee, because he's old as fuck.
I am.
Lee, I heard that your first match involved George Hackenschmidt. Is this true?
Not true.
I think that was true. George Hackenschmidt and Frank Gotch, 1927, Madison Square Garden.
I was there, but I did not ref that
Right.
match.
I think it was the finish, Hammerlock.
I was like
Tap-
on
the
the.
crowd's place.
I was like in
exploded,
match,
I would
match
imagine.
2 that night. I didn't have the main. I was
Guest
still coming up.
referee Kent Klausner, ladies and gentlemen, special senior
I'm just gonna let him do this.
official Lee in the house. And of course, last but not least, special guest referee Tony Stabile in the house. How you doing, Tyler? How you doing today?
This is your show, dude. Do
No,
it.
no, I don't want to step
the
on
Tony
your feet over
Stabile
here.
show.
I don't want to step on your feet. This is your show. Please proceed. Intros out of the way. I thought that went well. What do you guys think? Those intros go well?
That was
I'm-
great.
I'm
That was good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Out of 10, I give it
fucking
a good 9.5.
I mean, I'm so old, I'm like falling asleep, but we're good.
Yeah.
He's got the
We're good.
hearing aids.
9.5 out of 10 for that. 9
good.
for me. You guys put the half
We
star
got the
amongst
half.
yourself.
So, yeah, as you can tell, that's kind of how it's going to go. Tony's going to take it over. He's got cue cards.
Do we got a theme song for the show?
Yeah, I got a
Did it already
little,
play?
I got a
What is
little bumper.
Ladies,
Okay.
ladies
is
and
it playing
gentlemen,
right now? Is it playing over us?
he
No.
literally has like a 16-page stack of paper right in front of him.
Kent, is that a
with
beer?
cue
Did you just open a
cards.
beer on this show? There's no drinking on the Crash Pad, Kent.
There's always drinking on the Crash
There's
Pad.
no drinking on the
I
Crash
think the
Pad.
Crash Pad is exclusively drinking.
Hold on a second. Let's see what's going to happen. Kent, 2 beers, Kent? Ladies and gentlemen, Kent Klausner over here is just double fisting beers. We're not even 5 minutes in the show yet.
I don't know if I can have you ref tonight.
5 minutes in the
Sorry.
show, and he's
Sorry,
2
guys.
sheets to the wind.
What a
Right.
lush.
I tell you, Kent, man. Okay, you know
That's
he's got to
how I
work
roll.
tonight,
All right,
right?
let's get some
Stone
decor.
Stone
He's
Cold
gonna
can
work.
do it. I can do it.
Let's get some decor
Oh,
here.
hold on. You're comparing yourself to Stone Cold. Holy shit.
So
So
he-
no.
So-
He would do like 6. If I'm down to 2, I'm a third of Stone Cold. So
I don't even know if you're
Ah,
there.
you're
I'm
giving
not even
yourself a
there.
shit
Yeah, I
ton of
know.
crap.
Like a 99th, maybe?
I know.
That's pushing it. All right.
So I gotta ask.
Jesus
so,
fuck.
so Tyler Crash here with host of the Crash Pad. No. The way I envision the show going is every time we say the word crash, there's like a crash sound effect behind it, right?
I don't do that much.
I think we
editing.
should do
That's
that.
too
I think
much
we
work.
should do that every
That's
time we
too
say the word
much work.
crash. We need a crash sound effect, kind of like Mick Foley, Mankind's car crash theme, but just a crash. bit
Every
of it.
time crash.
He's
Every
all,
time, every time we say crash, it should
Crash
be
or
a crashing
crashing.
vehicle or helicopter, perhaps.
Like a crash.
A go-kart
this
crash.
episode's
maybe.
gonna crash in viewership.
Like a serious crash.
We're
right
gonna
now.
crash the YouTube trending records that we're gonna do.
I think we're running this right into the wall, crashing it. If you
Yeah.
yeah.
play
We're
on words.
defining the crash.
I'm not
and
doing
Crash
that much
Pad.
editing. No.
So I think we've set the tone for the show already going forward. So we got the energy level right now is about here. I'd like to see you guys get maybe a little bit up there,
Can
and
we?
then the plateau.
Oh, yeah!
Keep the energy going for a full 30, 45, 60 minutes maybe.
Can we do
Let's
that?
keep
Can
it
we do
going.
that?
Let's keep it going.
I don't know if we can do that.
I'm gonna need
We're
a
gonna
lot
see how
more
many
beer
beers
to do
Kent
it for
drinks
that
during
long.
this. You know,
Okay.
Kent can hang. I
He's
don't
a
know.
fucking
Kent can
lush.
hang out.
Kent's a goddamn lush.
All right,
Okay.
so start with Kent, the youngest official.
Guest referee Kent.
Jesus
Yes,
Christ,
referee.
Kent.
There's no
Not-
way you're
not
the
in,
youngest.
not in age,
I mean, not in age.
but in experience.
By experience. Okay, not in age.
Kent, so what made you want to become a referee?
I do
Shit.
not have the body of a wrestler.
For the
Fair
shit.
enough.
And I want to be involved. I had interest in being a manager, but referees get more screen time and
And a promoter.
get
wink,
involved. Yeah, and a promoter. But I've just always loved the business and wanted to be involved. And getting involved as a referee is like the best way to be in the front seat, in the front row of the action. You get to
He's
watch
doing
the
it.
whole
He's
show.
doing it for the chicks.
That was the most boring
Fucking
answer I've heard in
horrible.
my entire life.
Well,
Ken.
that's
Yeah, you put me to sleep over here, Ken.
Shut
Oh my
the
god.
fuck
That
up!
was the most political answer I've ever heard since watching fucking C-SPAN.
That's why I'm a commentator, because I like tacos and I just don't have it in me to be a professional athlete. So it is what it is.
So,
I just like to yell at people, so I figured refereeing for me would be the perfect leeway in getting to yell at people bigger than me, even.
Or interfering on other people's podcasts.
Well, I mean, I am the special guest referee, Ken. You're just a guest referee.
Okay.
So
Ken.
Lee,
yes, sir.
what made you?
Officially,
A special
officially.
ed guest referee.
I don't know why that's not your Twitter handle.
Officially.
Officially would be the best thing.
Really? You
If
don't
you're
think
officially Lee.
you don't think Godly was pretty good?
No, I don't.
That is
I
pretty good.
really
Is that your
don't.
handle?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good.
Godly.
That's clever.
So that's a good one.
No. It's not
Officially,
clever.
it's
I hate Twitter.
'Cause I said it.
fucking hate Twitter.
Twitter's the worst.
According to Tony. it's
So
not.
Lee,
Yes.
what made you want to get into the biz, get into refereeing? Was that your first idea?
No, we used to film shows up in Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware. At one time, we filmed probably 20 different shows. We did filming, DVDs, the whole 9 yards for every company. Eventually, filming shows is for the birds. It's shit. No one pays shit for filming because, fucking
Ken,
Ken.
are you kidding me?
You-
Already?
Fucking 3.
How'd you drink 2 beers that quick, Ken?
I've got a couple
Double
connections to the
Man.
recovery field. You know,
So-
I'll get you into rehab.
No, I'm going
Basically-
driving after this. It's good.
Basically, promoters don't want to pay people to film shows anymore because any fucking piece of shit can sit in the ring or
And
sit in
hold
the
the
fan
camera.
with a camera,
Yep.
and they think if it's on YouTube, even though it's all shaky, no one cares.
Yeah.
So we stopped doing that. I did some ring announcing, some managing, done some booking up north. I became a referee. My trainer wouldn't become a referee because I'm too old to be a wrestler. Don't really want to be a wrestler. Became a referee. That's how I became a referee. And that was 6 years ago.
Ken.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
So that's why I'm a referee. Has nothing to do with nothing else other than I'm fucking old. I can't be a wrestler. Nothing else to do in this business except for be a wrestler. So I became a referee. That
So-
was my last resort.
Yeah, that's it. You know, I mean, that's why I'm commentary. That's why you're a ref.
Mhm.
And Tony's gonna give us some story about he's the best athlete in the whole fucking world.
I could do that. Well, I mean, let's proceed normally as a show would go. What? Do you have a question for me, Tyler
The
Crash?
same fucking question.
Tell-
Were you not
I need
listening?
to hear it though. Actually,
You're not paying attention.
When Lee starts talking, I kind of just tune out.
Tune out.
Honestly, it's like taking Ambiens. It's prescribed. You gotta prescribe Lee talking.
What made you want to be a ref?
That's a good question, Tyler Crash.
I wish we were doing video
That's
so
a
we could
very
see all
good
this.
question, Tyler Crash. And I could answer this question.
He's got the cue cards.
Or we could go into my first bit, which I like to call
Jesus Christ.
multimedia. So how we play multimedia, Tyler Crash?
Fucking God.
I'm going to ask you 4 questions, and they are going to be what your favorite blanks are. Now, the
Tony Stabile
answers
Show.
aren't what your favorite blanks are. The answers will be what I think you think they are.
Oh my God.
So, question the first. Tyler Crash, what is your favorite novel?
1984.
Negative. It is, in fact, Crash and Burn by Lisa Gardner.
You
2015.
did research.
You're very
Holy
close. You're
shit.
very close, Tyler. I'll give you half a point for that. Half a point, Crash and Burn. Okay.
He does actually have a scorecard here.
Tyler
ladies and
Crash,
gentlemen.
what is your favorite film? This isn't what you think, it's what I think you think. Just remember that.
So it's got to have Crash in the title, obviously. And I can't think of
That's
anything
gonna
that has
lead-
Crash in
that's
the
gonna lead
title.
to conclusions here. It could be anything.
Wrong.
Are we allowed to guess?
The Exorcist,
Nope.
the original Exorcist.
No, sorry. It is the film Crash. 2004. Great film. I suggest you see it. I'm surprised you haven't.
This motherfucker.
You get a quarter star for that one. You're up to 3/4 of 1 star.
If I get one
This
right,
is
do I
looking
get the
good.
Meltzer 6-star?
It's not looking good. No, I don't see that happening. Don't see that. Not the way this bit is going. Okay. Continuing, multimedia. What is your favorite band?
Crash Test Dummies.
Damn
it!
Negative. Why would you guess Crash Test Dummies? That's so out of nowhere. It is actually Crash and the Boys, the fictitious band from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh my
You
God.
get negative half star for that one.
Damn.
Bring it down to 1/4 of a star.
Tyler, you
It's
suck.
like Crash doesn't know himself.
I know.
I'm
We're
terrible
just
at
calling
no-
Tyler Crash. You're in the Crash Pad. Okay, last question. Last question. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Are you ready?
sure.
Are you ready?
I'm getting less ready every
Okay.
time you ask me.
Or
What is your favorite video game?
Ooh.
I feel like the
Tough.
obvious would be Crash Bandicoot, but I'm most
No,
likely going to be wrong.
not-
Yep, there we
what?
go.
No, it is in fact Tetris.
You son of a bitch.
Why would you think Crash Bandicoot? Tetris is obviously the correct answer there.
I hate you so much. You are not coming
So,
on referee
I'm
round
gonna give you
52.
Not Crash
0
Bandicoot.
stars for that one.
Did he just cross it
What
out?
did I write down there?
Crash Bandicoot. Oh, he says Crash.
You son of a bitch.
I worked the fuck out of you. I worked, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
Well,
my
that, ladies and gentlemen, was multimedia, the first bit of the Crash Pad. I think it went over swimmingly well.
It was
swimmingly
fantastic.
Well. That was good. You guys enjoyed it? Was it
Oh, it was fantastic.
fun? Had
My
all
favorite
around for the
segment
boys.
so far.
Too bad
Of any
Kent
show.
is hoarding all the beers because I need one now after that.
Well, Kent's already had 3 of them so far. So you end up with
Fucking
1/4 of a star, and that's out of a possible 20. So you didn't.
What
do, you
rating
didn't
is
do
this?
It's my own ratings. I made it myself.
Quarter of a star.
They
That's
haven't
sad.
peer reviewed.
It's
They were
worse than
Scientific
Meltzer.
American
It's
Journal.
fucking
Don't worry about
It's
that.
so
okay?
bad.
That was pathetic.
All right,
Quarter
so
of a star.
so back to the original question. What made you want to be a referee?
Well, honestly, I just like the outfit. I wanted to wear
It's your
I
job.
wanted to wear vertical stripes my whole life. but
Slimming.
Every time you
Slimming.
wear
Very
vertical
slimming.
stripes, everyone's like, "Oh, what are you, like a referee or something?" I'm like, "No, I just like vertical stripes."
He works at
And so
football.
I had to get away with it somehow. So now when I wear my referee outfit, I don't look like a fool. I can say I just take my work home with me.
You
It's
should see the vertical
two-
stripe
it's 2000
onesie he's wearing right now.
It's beautiful. It's got a butt flap and everything.
It's 2000,
That's
and he's
open,
wearing it,
by
and
the
he's
way.
wearing it
That's
backwards.
Jesus Christ.
He's
Oh,
wearing it backwards, and
The
it's
butt
open.
flap is just, it's all relevant, really, what a flap is.
Yeah, but it's 2018. He's trans species. He wanted to be a zebra his whole life. He felt he was born in the wrong species. What's your next bit? Because I know you got it coming.
What makes you think I have another bit, Tyler?
Because you
there's
have, like-
nothing to indicate I would have bits lined up for your show. This is your show. This is the Crash Pad with Tyler Crash.
It is.
We're the guests.
I'm still not
I don't
doing
wanna-
that editing.
I don't want to hijack your show. This isn't about me. Okay, this isn't about me. Referees, we should be seen, not heard, and
I
barely
agree.
even seen,
I
really.
agree.
Barely seen.
I
So
agree.
that's why this is the most tame panel you've had yet on
I
the show.
agree,
We're a very
totally.
respectable bunch. We are.
One of the greatest compliments I ever received was that I seemed like I was
No one cares,
invisible.
man.
Yeah.
No one really
No,
cares.
yeah,
That's-
no.
I know.
We're
that's,
referees.
That's why I'm skipping you on this
We're
one.
referees. No
All
one
right,
cares.
you're right.
Lee,
Yes.
who'd you train under?
My trainer was Christian York. Wrestled in TNA, ECW, had a little stint in WWE. That is my trainer. Christian York. Love the dude to death. Respect the hell out of him. Give him every credit in the world for what I've become. That's my dude. Went to school with dude. That's my guy.
If I was like Tony, I would have done some research and known that. But that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Didn't
What
know
was
that about you.
Sorry, I was on Facebook. What happened?
You're a piece of shit.
I've been pretty much on it most of the show too.
I got 22 likes on my post.
That's good.
Which one? Which one?
Let's see. Oh, about my Zubaz. My Zubaz came in the mail
Oh.
today.
Oh yeah,
Did
Zubaz
you
crew.
see that? Yeah, Zubaz. Of course, I had to go with the black and white zebra stripes.
Oh, yes.
You know, trans species.
Yeah,
Obviously.
exactly.
Um,
we're
I've-
proud
I've-
of
Kent,
these.
who
I've got
trained you?
a blue pair of Zubaz.
Who trained me?
Yeah, I know who trained you. I've had enough Jay Lethal guys on here. I know what Jay Lethal's like. He's a great guy. And
Actually,
super
I would
involved.
say that Old Man Lee trained me.
There you go. He guided you.
He
He's-
guided
he's your
me.
spiritual
he gave
guide.
me the fine points of reffing. He's been teaching me.
And I'm
continues to
sorry,
teach me.
everybody. I apologize. From the bottom of my fucking heart, I apologize. So
Hey,
if Kent sucks, it's on me,
You taught Kent
I suck.
everything he knows, but you didn't teach Kent a damn thing.
which is not shit.
All right, I got a random ass question since we're doing random ass bullshit, Tony.
Random ass bullshit is my forte. That's my specialty in life. Is random ass bullshit.
Since you know, I hate his little ass, but I love him and I hate him. It's weird. He's our favorite little Republican to hate. Opinion on referee Brian Rubright. Lee, you're first. Bury him. Bury him.
Well, you're gonna be disappointed. Like
Oh,
I
man.
get along with Brian. I don't think he's the best referee in the world. But I would say that, and if anyone said that about me, I would expect people to say that about me too. I actually do like Brian a lot. I get along with Brian. I work fairly well with Brian. Like everyone else, there's things that I think Brian should do differently. Brian, I swear to God, I fucking love you, but you fucking camp out on the hard cam side an entire show. But I love you to
I
death.
noticed it
and,
at the last show.
and everybody does their things, and you know, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about Brian because I actually like Brian a lot.
I like him too. He's just still a piece of shit. I mean, we're all pieces of shit though.
I guess we are.
Ooh, Tyler Crash, harsh words, referee Brian Albright.
Albright?
Whatever
Rubright.
it is, I don't fucking know. I've never worked with a man.
Don't you connect him to Gary Albright. He's not worthy of that.
I'm sorry, Gary.
Kent, your opinion on Rubright?
One thing I really respect about Rube Wright is his experience. Like, everywhere I go, every Florida Fed I look up, I can see that he's worked there or he's, one of their featured or senior referees, and I really appreciate that. I mean, you gotta give it up for experience. He watches every match, gives feedback on the matches, sometimes more aggressively than others, but one way or another, he is trying to just be a benefit to the business instead of drawback, I think, and I can't help but respect that. I really can't.
I hated when he was in
dated
that
a strip
Rumble.
for a while.
I hated it when he was in that Rumble and took his pants off. It was terrible.
The striptease was
It
rough.
was too much, and I, am scarred for life. Tony, what you got going on over there?
Me? What are you talking about?
You're organizing your papers.
I'm doing nothing of the sort. So I know what
You're
you're
gonna cut me off here soon. I know
I
it.
don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my thing over here. I'm hanging out, being a good guest, as I should be.
Yeah, all right. We'll lie. Your opinion on Rube Wright?
I've never got to work with the gentleman yet.
Oh, you haven't?
I have not had the pleasure. I hear good things about him, and I wish him the best. And keep going out there kicking some ass.
Yeah.
Call
I'm
answer.
thinking about actually letting him on the next referee roundtable.
Wow, you might be.
Oh, I think you enjoy that.
He asked me about it, and I was like, yeah, probably never. And then I don't want it to be an hour of sucking Trump's dick. And he was like, yeah, I'll talk about whatever you want. And I was like, okay, cool, maybe I'll think about it.
Hey, as long as you have Tony back, it'll be a great show.
But
no
yeah,
doubt.
I plan on doing a couple different referee roundtable things.
Speaking of me,
Yeah, speaking of Tony.
I did bring you a gift, Tyler Crash. I brought you Mr. Haystack's enamel pins.
Nice.
Ooh, you're in the
Nice.
club.
Available
You're in the
at
club.
where?
You can hit me on my Facebook. Those are available. That one's specifically for you. Did you guys bring Tyler a gift as
Yeah.
well?
What?
Ken,
Sure, it's
Ken
out in the
should have
car.
brought me a
was,
beer.
I was told this was a gift-giving episode.
That's out in
Yeah.
the car.
Ken should have brought me a beer, but he
Was
didn't.
I
Yeah,
wrong about
well-
that? Did you work me to give me a free present?
Yeah,
You son of a bitch!
I like free things.
Son of a bitch.
I'm poor. So,
Hey, Ken,
yeah.
You're the only one with merch here, man.
I don't know.
I don't
have
even
any
have
merch.
merch
That's
yet.
Mr. Haystack's merch. That's not
Hey,
me.
hey,
Entirely
everybody.
separate
Ken
entity.
Kennedy's out there doing promo shots, by the way.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, we're here at Full
Name
Throttle
drop.
Events
Name
Reanimated.
Live,
Ken-
full
Ken-
throttle,
Ken-
pro wrestling, Seminole, Florida. Am I saying that right? Florida?
Florida.
Florida? Okay.
Jesus.
He's not from here.
He's not from here.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
from
the great-
Michigan,
Great
like
state
me.
of Michigan. Thank you.
Michigan. Ew.
Me and Kent.
Michigan.
What's up? Michigan boys over here.
Yeah,
I'm from
no.
Virginia.
Go
Sorry.
blue.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're the worst.
Yeah.
You're the worst.
Fly
You get
Eagles
like- you
fly.
get like a half
Fly
credit.
Eagles fly.
Half credit for that, I guess.
What's your next thing? Come on.
I don't know what you're talking
You're a
about. I
lying
don't
sack
have,
of shit.
I didn't prepare material for a podcast. I'm just a guest.
He's got a
You're
short
supposed to have stuff
screenplay.
for us. I don't know what you're talking about.
We've got to do one question.
What's
Yeah.
what's the next question?
I didn't have any questions prepared. I'm not professional at all.
Man.
We're not even at a
Man.
round table.
No,
well, I
nah.
guess that'll
It's
bring me to my next segment.
rectangular. Goddamn.
And the next segment, I call this segment "Off the Script." Now,
Which would assume there's a script.
we're going off script for the script.
Went
The
off.
way this segment works is I have a play here, and I've assigned you all roles
Oh my
in
god.
the radio play. So here, I'm going to pass these out. I will play
Alright.
the role as Mike.
The main character, I'm sure.
Kent, you pissed me off, so you can play Liz.
All
Who's
right.
female. We got to have a
Liz.
voice. You got to do the voice.
Nice, Liz.
Love
Love
it.
it.
Senior
Let's
official
hear
lead.
the voice. It's got to be a little high
Lovely.
pitch.
Well, I don't know. I don't know my
Feminine.
lines yet.
Let's see. Senior official
I
lead.
literally have
You will
4
get
lines.
to be. You will be Kid.
Ooh,
You are Kid. Tyler
Coach
Crash.
Kid?
I'm a kid.
You get to be Dexter. You
Dexter.
will double as the secretary. So I want to hear her voice change in there. I have also highlighted the sound
Oh,
effects.
cool.
We do all the sound effects ourselves, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So
I'm-
off the script, this is a fun little
Is it
segment.
the highlighted?
I'm glad I
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
have
you're the
lines because the
highlighted
first page
colors.
I don't have any lines and I'm like, you
Well, we'll
fucking
get to you.
dickhead.
We'll get to you. You're just the host of the show, so I gave you a light workload. You know.
Okay, let's do this.
Thanks.
You gotta do all
Do
the
this.
editing and stuff. Alright, ready? Kent, you doing the beer? You okay?
I'm good.
He's also sipping a flask in the meantime.
You
so-
gonna slur these
Where the
lines
fuck did
here?
that flask come from?
I know, he's just producing
Don't
bottles
ask.
and cans left and right, man.
The jail pocket.
I'm so
Okay.
sickening.
Everyone got the scripts? You
Yes,
ready to go?
yes, I'm kidding.
Ready to go off the script with these scripts?
Do we need to do some reps beforehand?
These are 1930. This is from 1932.
How now, Brown?
Oh,
how,
okay.
how now,
All
So
Brown?
right.
remember that with your voices.
There we go.
Oh,
Got it.
Okay. Here we go. I'm not gonna do it, Liz. I'm gonna tell Sydney Kid very plainly and simply, I'm a writer. I'm no society snoop. I'm gonna tell him just that.
Just that.
Let me fire him. I'll start writing short stories again. I'm going to tell them just that.
Just that.
Come in. Oh, hello there, Mike. Morning, Ms. Johnson.
Mr. Kidd, I don't think you're being fair to me at all.
No?
No! Now you're treating me like you treat all your other writers.
You really hate me, eh? Don't like me, Mike.
No. I don't like you very much, though.
You hate me? I trust, Ms. Johnson?
No, I can't afford to hate anybody. I'm only a photographer.
Your assignment will be Spy's most sensational achievement, Tracy King. Big game hunting in Africa. Fox hunting in Pennsylvania. Why? I can see the layout now. The Philadelphia Story. Closed were the portals of snobbish fox hunting. No. No hunter of foxes in Spy magazine. Anyway, presented for the first time, quote, a wedding day inside mainline society.
Or what the kitchen maid saw through the keyhole, unquote.
Go ahead, Mike. Right into your job. I'm only the publisher.
All right, publisher. Take this. Quote, no hunter of buckshot in the rear is cagey crafter Connor, unquote, closed paragraph.
Closed job, closed bank account. But look, Mr. Kidd, how can we possibly get inside the King estate, let alone the house?
Just a moment. Miss Polly,
Oh, yeah, it's me. Yes, sir.
ask the gentleman to come in, please.
Yes, sir.
You'll find, Miss Johnson, I have overlooked anything. Come in, please, Mr. Come in, please. I understand that we understand each other.
Yes, Mr. Kidd, quite.
Mike, this gentleman has been employed in our Manhattan office. I believe he can help us with our problem.
Yeah? And just how is that?
Tell him, please.
Well, Tracy King's brother Johnny is in the American embassy down there. He's an old friend of mine. I just got the script. I'll introduce you to the King as intimate friends of Johnny's.
Dear old Johnny. Well now, this Tracy King, does she know you?
You might say Miss King and I grew up together.
Yes, you might also say you were her first husband, Dexter.
Yes, you might.
Holy mackerel, what goes on here?
I remember your honeymoon very well. You and she on a little sailboat. The true love, wasn't it?
That's right. How did you know?
I was the only photographer whose camera you didn't smash. Oh, you were terribly nice about it. You threw it overboard.
Well, I had the strange idea that our honeymoon was our private business.
Now, what are the plans, Dexter? The wedding's Saturday. They should spend tomorrow night as a guest of the King's.
Well now, wait just a minute now. There's something screwy here. Now listen here, Dexter. Why are you doing all this? Unless you... Oh, you want to get even with your ex-bride, huh?
I don't think there's anything further to discuss. I'll have a car pick them up at noon tomorrow in North Philadelphia.
Why, that son of a...
Jesus Christ,
right,
that was fucking amazing.
fantastic.
Way to go, gentlemen.
That was
Way to go,
just-
gentlemen. That right there.
That was
Oscar worthy
Well done,
performance.
boys.
classic.
Lee.
Man.
Classic.
Kent, with that
Oscar
Kent.
worthy.
Clutch with that voice.
I might have to retire the Crash Pad podcast after that. It doesn't get better than that.
Really, it's all downhill from there.
It is,
Yep,
it really
yep.
is.
It's
I
really,
think
that's the
this is gonna
pinnacle
spike
achievement
your
of Crash
viewership.
Pad.
You changed accents like 3 times.
I did. I really am horrible with accents. But
Your character has split personality.
yeah. I think it worked fine. At least my character can read.
he's worldly. He's just merely trying to express how worldly he is.
I'm getting a secondhand drunk off of Kent.
I know the fumes off this man. I swear. It's like something close on the brewery.
It's like a mix of gasoline and something. I don't know.
All right, let's move on to like the second question.
Well, I am getting ready
Is-
for a
is there a
show,
second
so I'm like
question?
3 of 6
Second
in.
question, as it's now 6 p.m.
Yep, and we're getting close to
Oh
time.
my God! What the hell? We're doing a podcast here,
Come
woman.
on! I'm just trying to make all the noise and fuck up your whole
Oh, there's a
podcast.
kick in
It's-
Well, you
it's
did
hard to
that.
fuck
Jesus,
up. Tony's
Lord.
here.
Great.
Lee,
Yes.
give me one of your favorite matches you've ever reffed.
Oh shit! I'll just go from recently. I did Teddy Hart and John Morrison at MLW. It was an amazing match. By the way, it was on TV.
God damn it, Kent.
Not this Friday, but last Friday. But that's one of my favorite matches I've ever done. 20 minutes of just Teddy Hart and Morrison going crazy.
I heard he got some real heat, Teddy.
Loved it. No, Teddy's Teddy Hart. Fucking I love Teddy. Oh my God, now it's this guy.
This fucking guy. What's up, bro? Doing a podcast.
Podcasting.
I'm casting the fuck out of this pod
We're
right now.
body
The Crash Pad podcast.
That's true.
What's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Everybody, Shannon Moore just burst in and said, "Fuck this shit."
Sorry. It's nothing special. Nothing special.
The glamorous world of wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll bust back in and tell you how
Nice.
All right,
There you
cool.
go.
Appreciate it.
But I would say that like most recently, that match that just sticks with me. Before that, I would say during Mania week, I did Will Ospreay and AR Fox. That was crazy. I'm name dropping like a motherfucker.
It's all good.
Teddy Hart.
Teddy Hart, Ospreay, me and Ospreay
National
were very
TV.
cool. Fox, I mean, these are just a couple matches that have happened recently that stand out to me beyond anything. I love those two matches.
Foxy's an awesome dude anyway, and he's
Pretty
the
good.
hell of a mind
He's
in
all
his
right.
business.
He's all right.
None of them great things to say about the man. Love.
He's all right.
Love.
Tony.
Ken says burping it up over here. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on over
Yeah,
here.
Well,
that's
beloved
me.
Dub Dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
man.
me.
Meanwhile, Kennedy is still fucking doing promo pictures. This guy must suck doing
We
promo
can't-
pictures.
We can't swear in the show, right?
Narcissist.
We discussed we can't swear in the show.
Are we
Clearly.
reshooting?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
we're gonna, like,
We're
put
starting
you in
over.
somewhere now.
We're starting over.
All right, start from the beginning. All
The
right.
PG version.
So I got a next bit. It's called multimedia. This is for Tyler Crash. And
I'll get the answers right this time.
fuck you would.
I already forgot. Tony, what's your favorite match you've refereed? So
Oh
far?
man, the one that sticks out
Officiated.
for this year or all time.
Just all time.
All time. Fuck man. I don't know. That's
Just give me a standout one.
I would say this year. I usually go by year.
Yeah.
I got to referee Samantha Heights and Tessa Blanchard at Queens of Combat, and that match just blew me away.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just standing back trying to do my job, and I was just watching the action unfold in front of me, and it was just fucking amazing.
Fucking
Honestly, one of my favorite matches ever. And,
Yeah?
Yeah. Super happy to be a part of that. Queens of Combat. Check them out. High Spots Network, Women's Wrestling Network. Go down there and download some shit. Watch them.
Cool. Kent.
My most recent that I can remember would
Yeah,
be
because you know you're a drunk.
Yeah.
You can't remember a
Right.
lot.
Real Pro Wrestling, Gangrel versus Sideshow. It was an absolute blast. They were very easy to work with and the coolest, nicest guys ever. It was just an amazing experience, a dream come true. A guy I'd watched on TV while I was in high school, and I got to be in the ring with him.
You old
Also,
fuck.
at FTW, Badass Billy Gunn versus Damos. That
Yeah.
was fun too. That was a great one. So,
Billy Gunn, he's surprisingly big.
he is tall, big, and he still works really well. He's still great in the ring. Absolutely great.
Did the Gangrel sideshow match get a little hardcore? Because I know
It did.
Sideshow.
There was blood spitting. There
As
was,
it should be. when
Yeah,
it comes
yeah.
to
it was
guys.
fantastic.
All right, Tony. you
Tyler
got-
Crash.
Yeah, yeah.
Favorite match you've called recently?
Ooh.
Wrong. No.
Wrong. It was Tetris.
It was,
It was Tetris.
it was Crash Holly in 24 hours.
Let's see. Well, your favorite match you've called recently?
I got to go with Jay Lethal Rod Grimes, Tampa Bay Pro Wrestling. I was super surprised by the outcome of that with Rod going over. It
That was
caught
a
me off guard.
fantastic fucking match.
And just
Fantastic.
the reactions on that match. Normally I have like some pre-planned stuff, but everything watching that match was just genuine reaction. And every time I get to call a Jay Lethal match, it's
All
just
right.
an honor.
Question about Rod Grimes.
Yeah,
Is it true that he really sucks that bad?
Rod Grimes sucks, but I gotta
He's a scoundrel.
I gotta represent Rod because Philadelphia, fly Eagles fly and all that.
You've already said enough.
He's a piece of shit.
Eagles Award.
He's a piece of shit. Eagles fans are pieces of shit, and I attest to that because I'm an Eagles fan and a piece of shit. Football season coming
That's
up. What's your
right.
favorite team, Kent?
Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue.
Go Blue.
Real football.
Go
College, not
That
college.
is not real football. Pro
Professional
football
football,
is
sir.
absolute
You
garbage.
gotta understand, we're from Michigan. It's either the Wolverines or the Lions. Okay.
Ew.
Yeah, Wolverines.
So, I mean-
I still pick the Wolverines over every pro team.
Yeah, honestly.
That's how you got on this show because Jay Ritchie, Detroit.
It's true.
Yep.
Detroit,
We got the Michigan connection.
Yep.
Michigan click here at Full Throttle Pro
So you don't
Wrestling.
like pro football?
I really don't like pro football. I think that as soon as college football ends, they just stop trying, to be completely honest. I've seen enough pro football games to watch the guys and be like, these guys are just cashing their paychecks. Yeah, there's still some really talented guys, but like when they're in college, they're in it to win it. They're in it to kill. They're going for the kill on those hits. They're going for the biggest sack of their careers. And every single time versus,
Giggity.
They
you
got a
know,
big sack in their career.
they go pro, and now they're worried about protecting their contracts, protecting their, licenses and their all that shit. They just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the intensity and the passion goes away.
Okay. So you're a Lions fan because you're Michigan, whatever.
I have to be by default, but in general, I don't give a fuck about sports at all.
So I'm guessing you two officiated any like sports other than wrestling?
Nope.
No, not yet.
No?
Not yet.
What about you, Lee?
I'd like to.
I have officiated basketball and football.
We
Okay,
like
cool.
the uniform, so you can officiate anything.
What's your
I have a whistle.
I was talking during that one, so now we're making it
I know,
clear that I was not burping.
That's a continuity error.
that's a Rick moment.
It's a
He burped.
multi-dimensional.
He talked through the burp.
We'll
Yeah.
be fixing that. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
So what's your
Fix that
favorite
one.
football team, Lee?
My favorite pro tip team is I am a hometown guy. Even though I'm not from here, my favorite team are the Buccaneers. They've been my favorite team for 27, 30 years since the old.
Fuck.
They've been my team since the old creamsicle jerseys. Only because this is where my family's from. Even though I live in Virginia, my family's from this area. I've always been a Buccaneers fan. My second favorite team is the Detroit Lions because my favorite football player of all time, Barry Sanders, played
Barry
for them.
Sanders.
And my second favorite football.
20?
20.
My
See, I
second.
knew
Oh,
that.
come on,
I
man.
knew
You
something.
should know that off the
I knew
rip.
sports ball.
And this
I'm
is
so proud
gonna
of
be
myself right now.
and this is gonna be really crazy. But one of my favorite players of all time, also played for them, Herman Moore, was a wide receiver.
Herman
for
Moore.
them because he went to
I think
UVA.
he was 84.
So I,
Okay, what was
Number
our
84.
kicker's name? Jason Hansen?
Hanson, yeah.
Yeah, that was our best fucking
Yep.
player, dude.
Doesn't
Outside of
Hansen get
Sanders, our
doesn't
fucking
Hansen
kicker.
hang outside of people's houses and catch them for?
That's Chris
Didn't-
Hansen.
oh, okay.
Close.
Chris Hansen.
Close. Close though.
No, because I knew Herman Moore. Family knew him, so he's.
No, I
was
get that
one of my
connection though,
favorites.
because my hometown is Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I will always be a Red Wings fan, even though they're going through some of the shittiest seasons
that's-
they've had
yeah.
since the 90s.
I'm not a hockey guy.
Since like even before
I would like to
that,
say
though,
that my
in the
favorite
90s
team
we were
did
fucking
win the Stanley
clutch.
Cup this year. The Caps did win the Cup, so I just want that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not a hockey
Just
guy.
throw that out
My
there.
team
In
did
case
win
you
the
guys didn't
Stanley
know
Cup
about
this
Oh,
that.
year.
okay.
In case you didn't
Throw
catch
it out
that.
Thanks.
Now, my team, even though I'm from Virginia, the Caps are my only hometown team that I'm a fan of. No one else, no other teams in Virginia.
Name
other
three
than-
players
Eagles
on the
are
team.
my only home state.
That'll be a gatekeeper.
Oh,
That'll be a gatekeeper.
Brant Holtby, Ovechkin, and fucking there's like 10 other players that I have to think of off the top of my head real quick. But I've been a Caps fan for a long time.
All right, name 30 more.
What's your blood type? What year
Other
did I
than that-
start? What college did you
Other
go
than that,
to?
my football, my sports teams are all over the country. So.
Yeah, mine too. Aside from the Eagles, that's my only home state one. So all right, let's close it off with a wrestling related question. If you had your dream match that you could referee, what would it be? Lee, you first.
Jericho, Eddie, and Eddie.
Jericho and Eddie. Dude, they were
That would be
shit.
my dream match for referee.
Jericho's my second
Are
favorite
these
wrestler.
matches that already happened?
No,
or
it's
matches- okay.
it's any scenario, alive, dead, whatever it
Well,
may
look,
be.
Honestly,
In
oh
their
man,
primes.
that's such a good question. I'd have to go with Abraham Lincoln versus Chuck Norris. That would
Solid.
Holy
That'd be
fuck.
amazing.
Solid.
Tell me that wouldn't be a great match.
That
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
know Lincol's accolades in the squared circle, and
That's
Chuck Norris.
a Fight
Chuck
Club
Norris,
answer.
it's like the modern day MMA. Chuck Norris coming in with his background, Abraham Lincoln and his grappler background. Bam.
Plus, to quote Fight Club, Lincoln.
You
is
can't quote
like a
Fight
guy.
Club. We're not allowed to
Yeah.
fucking
He's got
talk
reach.
about.
He's got the
We
reach.
can't
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
You got fucked up, Tyler.
broke
I know,
the
I know.
one rule.
Tyler Durden's gonna come get me.
Fuck.
The first rule of fight.
And actually, I'm gonna change my fucking thing now.
Oh,
I'm gonna go back. My favorite wrestler of all time is Eddie Gilbert.
Yeah.
So Eddie Gilbert, Jerry Lawler, in their prime, Mid-South, that would be where I'd want to be. That's what I would want to be involved in.
Cool.
God.
Any two people. You could take it the Tony route and just do something off the wall.
Now, you know what? I'm going to
Shut
pick a
up.
match that already happened. I would have loved to have been in Shawn Michaels' Undertaker retirement match.
Fair enough.
I think
fair
that would
enough.
have been a fantastic match to
no
put out.
Ruby Flyer, no.
Techno Team 2000.
Okay,
Ruby
no,
Flyer
no
versus
Bad
Brian
Company.
Rubright.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this whole career has been a step down from whatever I would dream.
All right, so we're definitely gonna do referee roundtable 2. Tony, I don't know if you'll be back.
Oh, I'll be here. I'll be here, all right.
He's gonna crash the crash
I
pad.
only give like a quarter of my bits.
He's got more prepared at home. So
we
Lee,
doing,
I knew there was a script.
shout outs, thank yous, all that at the end here.
yeah, we'll do like plugs to social media and
Oh,
shit
yeah.
like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
But,
oh, yeah.
but Lee, we've been talking about this for like forever,
Hold
so
on.
I'm glad we finally got to get it done.
Of course.
So Lee, you got any shout
As
outs,
productive as it
social
was.
media plugs, whatever the fuck you want to talk about here for like a minute?
I have no clue what my Twitter handle is off the top of my head,
I'm looking
or
mine up right now.
yeah, hold on, let me look mine up. I think
I'm not a
it's
Twitter guy.
I think it's Godly TV. At Twitter, Snapchat, look me up, whatever. I'm trying to think of upcoming shows. I can give you the next couple shows off the top of my head. Every Wednesday night, ACW Proving Ground, Newport Richie. Next Sunday, the 26th, Punk Pro Wrestling, Newport Richie. September 1st, ACW is back in Newport Richie for their monthly show. And then September 6th, Thursday, MLW down in Fort Lauderdale. MLW, was it War Games?
War
Games,
Games.
yeah.
TV tapings come out on the 9th, Tampa Bay Pro. I'll be there, I do believe, unless they don't me there because of this shit now.
Technically, we're kind of associated with Tampa Bay Pro.
September
Yeah,
September
the
28th,
Michael
which is
Crew
Friday.
one.
This isn't wrestling related, but I'll be doing my Toy Story Land preview at Disney because it's really early and I got invited to that. And next, the end of the month on the 30th, I think we have Tampa Bay in the morning and then FIP in the afternoon.
Oh,
That's
we're
all I
back
can
at
think of for the
big
next
time.
month and a half.
That's it.
We're back at the big
That's
time
it.
next
It's
month?
like 30
Yes.
dates. Big
Fuck.
timer over here.
That's just the
Big
next month.
timer over here.
That's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
And that doesn't
I do.
include any shows that get thrown on that I have totally forgotten about not put on my calendar.
Tony,
Yes, sir.
your bullshit. Close it out.
I'm not going to give specific dates because who knows when people are listening to this.
Yeah, true.
So I'll say you can catch me usually until I get fired from any of these places. Full Throttle Pro Wrestling, Ignite Wrestling, Punk Pro Wrestling, Fest Wrestling, DCCW, Ocala Championship Wrestling, FSCW Fantasy Super Cosplay Wrestling. If you're in Florida, you'll see me around somewhere. Queens of Combat, I
If
get
you don't
around.
see him, you'll hear him.
Check the social media. I'm trying to get around, do some shit. I got some open dates. Hit me up. Book me.
Book 'em.
Book me, motherfuckers.
Downgrade your product.
Yeah, I
Oh,
want
not
to say
at all.
that. I want to say
Not
that.
at all.
I'm just kidding.
Not at all. Fucking.
Check the social media.
Every one of these guys is amazing.
I'm gonna
and
throw this
book
out there
them.
right now, and this is me being fucking honest and straight up. There is only a handful of fucking referees in this piece of shit state that I fucking trust with everything that I have. 2 of them are in this goddamn room right now. I trust fucking Frankie Gastineau, Marquise. I fucking love Marquise. Other than that, there's a lot of shit in this fucking state.
Yep.
These are people that I fucking trust.
100% agree. Yeah. Frankie, Marquise, us three, yeah.
True.
You were the guys I throw work to if someone asks me a name. I always say you guys right off the bat. Honestly.
So Kent, last minute closing stuff.
Before you start, Kent, I'm gonna put
God
my social
damn
media.
it!
I didn't put my social media out there.
I
You
know-
can find me on my Facebook or my Twitter, Ref Tony Stabile on both. I'm not big on Twitter. I'm trying to learn it still.
Me too.
I'm more active on Facebook. Come check me out, book me, see my stuff. Got some Mr. Haystack spins for sale. Go hit me up for some of those.
Yeah.
Always cool. Tyler got one tonight. I'm gonna take it back because he's a jerk.
Yep.
Oh,
Kent.
I'm wrong. My Twitter account is the Godly.
The-
Sorry.
The God.
Godly. Sorry. Go ahead,
You
Ken.
can
You're
tell
right.
by how active he is on Twitter.
Right.
Your turn, Ken.
Twitter's hard, man.
I hate
Yeah,
Twitter's hard.
I'm not nearly as well promoted as these guys, but you can find me at facebook.com/refkent. You can always find me at Real Pro Wrestling or Tampa Bay Pro Wrestling or Full Throttle. And ACW Wednesday nights. Lee has been kind enough to take me on as his second every Wednesday night, and it has been an absolute blast working for them. I absolutely love ACW. And
Selfie.
you can also email me at refereekent@gmail.com if you want to get me booked, because I'm happy to travel anywhere in Florida. You can throw a ref shirt on just anybody, but you're going to get what you paid for, which is a huge piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't even
So
want to get
do
started down
not,
that route.
Plug
not.
your YouTube thing.
You can also see reaction videos from me. I do these professionally on YouTube.
I'm learning something here, really.
You can Google Misha Kent Reacts, like Misha,
Kent, like that.
like
Clever
Michigan.
fun there.
I'm taking a note right here.
It's
Misha
Misha
Kent.
Kent, MICHIKENT Reacts on YouTube. I do videos every single day of the week.
Shit,
And there's a Patreon and a PayPal and all sorts of stuff hooked up to that. So if you like reaction videos or you want to request reaction videos, you can also go to mishakent.com. That is my website where I have all my reactions posted, and you can request reactions on there. So if you're into that whole watching other people watch other things, you can do that.
Just so you know, I
there.
will be going on the now request.
Oh, you are.
Request.
Now you're
I
going to troll the
100%
shit
will.
out of
yes.
me.
I just learned a new
Do
thing
you do
today.
reaction
I'm very
videos to
happy
porn?
with it.
No, because YouTube will block it. But if
That's
you
true.
paid me, I would.
I'm not paying you.
That's
Shit.
the Patreon's for you.
That's what the
VIP
Patreon's
VIP
for.
subscriber
Exactly.
level, yeah.
All right, so that was the first official referee roundtable at the rectangular table, and yeah, definitely want to do this again, Tony. I don't know.
I am.
Also,
I am
I'll be
looking-
back.
I am
I'll be
looking
back.
at
Don't
some
worry, guys.
Reaction
Listen,
videos
audience,
from Mission Kent
Don't
right
worry,
here.
I got you.
Also the Crash Pad is taking place in gorilla position of the Full Throttle show tonight.
Kayfabe.
Reanimated, yeah.
Kayfabe.
Fuck kayfabe.
I gotta put
instead.
some stripes on.
All right, go put-
We gotta work still.
Go put your zebra stripes on.
Tyler,
and
thank you.
After all those beers I've had, I'm ready.
Can't try to sober up. Yeah,
That was amazing.
this was the best, and I can't wait for the next one.
Referee Roundtable, episode 18. It's in the books. It's done. And I had an absolute blast hanging out with these guys at Full Throttle Pro Wrestling and shooting the shit, going through all the bits and the shenanigans that Tony Stabile brought to the table for the Crash Pad podcast. Tony, he'll be making a couple more appearances, that's for damn sure. And I'm going to steal some of his ideas and introduce some new bits to the podcast and kind of mix it up. Give you a different type of podcast, not just the questions anymore, but we're going to have fun. We're going to talk about some random things, get to know everybody as people more so than just the wrestlers and the referees. So tell me what you thought about Referee Roundtable. Do you want to see more? Do you want to learn more about the guys and gals behind the stripes? And just stay tuned for plenty more stuff to come from the Crash Pad podcast and the Crash Pad brand in general. I've got a lot of cool projects in the works. And as always, I know I've been saying it for a while, but the t-shirts are coming, guys. I haven't found the right person to make them yet. Still working on it. But the design has been picked, ready to go. Hopefully I'll have them by the holiday season so you guys can get your fresh Crash Pad merch come Christmas. So stay tuned for all the cool developments for the Crash Pad brand.